honoring future residents deserving of being gathered together with friends and family. Click jjspratfh.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Rush Hour is just getting started on Beaver County Radio. It's time for Driving in the Fast Lane with Frank Sparks. It's the show that talks about what's happening in the news, locally, regionally, and nationally. There will be guests, and Noah Haswell will have the news at the top and bottom of each hour. And now, here is the host of the show, Frank Sparks.
Hey, good morning and happy Monday, and welcome into Driving in the Fast Lane for a Monday morning. Got a lot planned for you today. We're going to get it all started out. First, we're going to talk with some folks from St. John's Lutheran Church in Ambridge. Then we're going to talk with Brenda Mellon, and she is from Carnegie Free Library at 10:30. And then also today, we're going to talk about that debacle that happened at Acroshore Stadium. We're going to talk about the Pens with the rough weekend and the new bridge project going on out at the Turnpike. And then I want to ask you a couple questions. Do you have Christmas traditions? A lot of people put up their Christmas trees over the weekend. Do you have traditions on your tree? And also, what are some of the things you do for the holiday that are special, maybe to make it special for your kids? One of the things we do in my house is Elf on a Shelf. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about today's the day. Your electric rates will be going up today on average of I think they said 2 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's going to be large. So that, and we'll have the phone lines open throughout the day as well at 724-774-1888 and 843-1888. With that, let's say good morning to the folks from St. John's in the Lutheran Church down in Ambridge, Pennsylvania. And we'll start and go around. We'll just go right around. Ladies first. So good morning, Cindy. Cindy Ferry. Good morning. Pull that mic towards you a little bit. It'll pull towards you. There you go. All right, perfect. All right, and then also at the end of the table, we have Pastor Joel Lizzie. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for coming in today as well. And then Fred Kalenda as well.
Good morning, good morning.
All right, so who wants to lead off? Tell us a little bit about, let's start first talking a little bit. Tell us a little bit about St. John's Lutheran Church. So I guess that would be you, Pastor.
That is me. St. John's is a Lutheran church in Ambridge. We have a goal of helping people meet Jesus, make friends, and make a difference. We think that the Word of God makes a difference in our lives, and the church is also called to make a difference in the community.
So where is St. John's located at?
St. John's is located on Church Street.
Okay.
We have a visible landmark of a giant bell tower.
So
if you're in Ambridge and you look in the skyline, you'll see a bell tower, and that is where we are.
That's down by Old Economy, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, gotcha, all right.
Right in the historic center.
All right, so what led you to St. John's?
I just graduated the seminary this summer, and this is where I was called to. It's a nice place to be. The people here are great. Whenever people come to St. John's, they have that sense of belonging.
So where are you originally from?
I am from Phoenix, Arizona.
Ah, man. Is this going to be your first winter then?
Yes, it will be.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be a lot different going from the nice 85-degree winter days in Phoenix to... I haven't experienced this winter yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, you're going to get a little taste of it overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, there's going to be some white stuff on the ground. So, all right. So this weekend, you guys are having a live nativity. Who wants to talk a little bit about it? Cindy or Fred, whichever one? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about the animals first.
Okay.
I'll be brought in at 4:30 and set up for 5 o'clock. Everybody is welcome to visit the animals, to see the nativity, to listen to the religious story. And there's also a dinner following and Christmas cookies inside.
Can't go wrong with Christmas cookies, right?
No, you can't.
All right, so this will actually be at the church?
It'll be in the social hall of the church, yes.
Okay. So tell us, set the stage a little bit for us of everything, how it's going to go. I know you said the animal's going to be brought in, but tell us a little bit about the nativity setup itself.
Fred, take over there. He's the one that sets it up.
So it's kind of unique because probably maybe 40 years ago, We used to do it just in bathrobes. You know, it was just really nice, plain. Okay. And then Judy Augustine, or one of our members, she's a seamstress, and she just made some beautiful costumes for everybody to wear. You know, they're appropriate. You know, and you go through the Annunciation. There's like 5 different scenes you have there: Annunciation, then Mary and Joseph riding on a donkey, and then you'll have the angels, where a lot of our grandchildren, they love being on the stage there, because at one point, whenever it says a multitude of angels, from the one large angel, all the little angels jump out, and their beautiful silhouette up on the church from the lights are just so neat.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Then it goes around a little bit further, where you actually have the nativity scene, and then a little bit further from that, you'll see the wise men, you know, and then they'll do the traveling over to the nativity scene. Yeah. Okay.
Now I see here you have the story of Christmas as written by Luke 2:120. So how what is there a difference compared to traditional compared to what that is, or?
No, not really. Okay. It's the just traditional. They just read right through the Gospel of Luke, you know, that way. Okay. Yeah.
So and it all gets underway. This let's see, 6th is what, this Saturday, correct?
Yes.
All right.
This Saturday.
And it's at the social hall. Yep. Is that right off the church, or is that?
Yes, that's right off the church. So you can go first into the church, and you can actually have a tour there. And then every 15 minutes from the tour, you'll be outside going through the nativity tour as well. And then also on like Cindy, she's heading that up, you know, with all the food that's in the social hall upstairs. So that'll be to the left of the church, you know, attached to the church though. Yeah.
Okay. Approximately how long is the demonstration of the live nativity?
So in the church, there's probably like maybe 15, 20 minutes discussion about the history of the church and a lot of things like that. And then outside, I'm thinking that might be another 15 minutes outside. It's usually really beautiful, but it's just a walk on the sidewalk. So, you know, whether you have a wheelchair or, you know, struggling walking in any way, it will be nice and easy to be able to travel through all the 5 scenes.
Is there a cost to anything?
There is no cost to anything, except for the food. And Cindy knows all about that.
All right, we'll jump into that in a second here. Should we put the pastor to a test here, since you talked about the history of St. John's? Should we put him to the test and see if he knows what the history is of it?
I am ready for this test.
All right, go ahead. All right, so tell us the history of it.
I hope that I've learned.
A very historic church in our county, so tell us a little bit about it.
It is.
Okay, tell us about it.
So around the 1800s, there was a group of people called the Harmonites. And the Harmonites were big on industry and getting this whole Ohio riverbed set up. And the Harmonites built this beautiful, beautiful church. And eventually, the Harmonites ended up selling the church to the Lutherans. And we've tried to keep their historic traditions going and tried to keep that historic ambiance in the church. And since then, we've been proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ to everyone who walks through the doors.
Yes. Okay. All right, so let's... you know what, we'll take our break right now, and when we come back, we'll talk about something that's always very important this time of year, which is cookies and food and refreshments. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back with more right after this here on Beaver County Radio. Step through the gates of Beaver County's sweetest castle, where chocolate is handcrafted and enchantment fills the air. At Rosalind Candy Castle, our family has been creating the most delicious confections since 1914. Rich caramels fit for royalty, velvet buttery creams that taste like magic, and our legendary chocolate-covered pretzels beloved across the land. Visit Rosalind Candy Castle in New Brighton or order from afar at roselandscandy.com. Roseland's Candy Castle, where every taste is a royal delight and every visit feels like a fairy tale.
Join us at Roseland's Candy Castle's open house. That's Sunday, December 7th from 11 until 5 p.m. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be visiting from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Bring the whole family. Enjoy special discounts on their family assortment, exciting raffle prizes, and mouth-watering samples. Roseland's Candy Castle in New Brighton.
Here we go.
Tune in to WBVP and 99.3 FM the second Thursday of the month at 9 a.m. for a Rappin' with the Reps. The special forum with your Beaver County State legislators can also be seen on Facebook Live. You'll also have your chance to phone in and ask questions or give the legislators your opinion. That's Rappin' with the Reps every second Thursday here on Beaver County Radio.
Here at Beaver County Radio, 1230 WBVP and 1460 WNBA, we just love giving away prizes and making winners out of our listeners on a regular occurrence. If you'd like a complete list of the WBVP and WNBA prize contest rules, just visit beavercountyradio.com.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Congressman Guy Reschenthaler is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, increasing the standard deduction for hard-working Americans, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Congressman Guy Reschenthaler at 202-225-2065 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
How would you like to make the holidays a little better? This is Andy Dangle from Freedom United Federal Credit Union with a Christmas wish for you. Make the holiday the one you've always dreamed of with a visit to Freedom United Federal Credit Union. The cash you need to make the holidays festive is available right now with low interest rates and approvals that will have the money, in some cases for those qualifying, deposited into your account later today so you can shop tomorrow. While you're there, register to win a Christmas breakfast tray from Cafe Colache in Beaver. That's right, get the money you need plus a delicious holiday breakfast for you and your family just by doing business with Freedom United Federal Credit Union. Register for the Cafe Colache breakfast tray, no purchase necessary, at Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester, Center Township, or at the Northgate Plaza just north of Zelienople. You see, the interest really is in you at Freedom United Federal Credit Union. Click freedomunitedfcu.com, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Tune in for Spotlight on Seniors every Sunday at 11 a.m. Host Valerie McKelvey will highlight what's important to the seniors of Beaver County. Spotlight on Seniors is brought to you by the Beaver County Office on Aging and beavercountyradio.com.
You're driving in the fast lane
with Frank Sparks on 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP. You can also stream live on beavercountyradio.com.
All right, we're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane on a Monday morning, and it is we're expecting some of that snow stuff coming overnight tonight. I don't really, it's a little too early for that. I'm not ready for it, but we're currently sitting at 30 degrees actually up to 33 degrees under cloudy skies, and those snow showers are expected to move in right around midnight tonight. Wake up tomorrow, you might see around 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Yuck. All right, we're visiting this morning with some folks from St. John's Lutheran Church. It is located at 1320 in Church Street in Ambridge. And I'm talking about a live nativity that they're going to have going on starting this Saturday. It'll be at starting at, what time was it, 5:30? Is that what time it is? Okay, starting at 5:30. 5 o'clock? Okay. So we left off talking about the history of the church, talking about the live nativity itself, but then there's also going to be refreshments. And Cindy, I've taken it you're in charge of refreshments.
Yes, I am.
All right, tell us a little bit about what all is going to be in the social hall.
Okay, to start off, it's a German tradition. We'll have brats and hot dogs, and they will be with or without sauerkraut, because what kid likes sauerkraut? The German potato salad is for all of us old folks, and we also have mac and cheese, because every kid likes mac and cheese.
Absolutely.
Yes, the German chocolate cake. Of course, I make it, and I think it's the best in the world.
I'm sure it is.
And coffee and hot chocolate. Okay. Those are the dinners, and we have the dinner for the kids, just hot dogs and mac and cheese and cake. Everything's very reasonable. Everybody could please attend and help support the church.
And what time does that all start?
That is going to start early, like 3 o'clock.
Okay.
For some people who don't drive in the dark or want to get their kids out early. And we start up early and we go all the way till 7:30.
Okay. Yep. So guided church tours, they start at 2 o'clock and go until, about 7? It says 7:20?
Yes.
Yep.
So, okay. All right. See, I was one of the weird kids. I liked
you like
sauerkraut as a kid. I grew up what they called the guy, I can use this because the guy the other day used it, so I don't want to get in trouble. But I grew up in what they called a hunky church. So that's all we had was, that kind of stuff all the time. So it was always the good stuff. All right. Anything else that we're leaving out at this point about Saturday and what's going to be happening Saturday with the live nativity?
Well, one other thing
Sure.
is they are having a cookie bake sale
Oh, okay.
in the hall right where the
Do you make
dinner
those
is.
too?
Actually, I do not.
Okay. I was going to say, because you look like the type of person that's a good cook, so, that's why I was like,
thanks.
when she started talking cake, I'm like, oh, okay. So cookies, what kind of, so the cookie bake sale, so those will be, what time's that going
Christmas cookies, and that'll be set up exactly like the dinners. 3 o'clock they'll start that also, and it'll go till 7:30.
on? Okay. All right. If somebody would like to get some more information about the live nativity that's going to be happening on Saturday, how can they do that?
Well, I think I've passed out brochures to every single person in Ambridge.
Okay.
They also can give us a call.
Okay.
That's right. Just call St. John's Lutheran Church. We do have a church secretary. She's there to answer the phone.
Okay.
And she can give you a brief summary of what's going to happen.
Do you know the phone number?
724-266-5618.
Okay. All right. So let's do a little bit of a recap. Tell us. Oh, we wanted to talk about Fred. I heard something weird about a cuckoo clock. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this clock was actually made, I'm trying to think, 1828 to 1832 is when the church was built. And it's a hand-made clock. The faces were worked on this last summer, I believe it was, right? Yeah, because what it is it's just run by weights. The weights actually wind and are good for 26 hours. So you have to make sure that you rewind it within that 24 hours, otherwise everything gets jammed up. But it's a beautiful clock mechanism. We have beautiful pictures down in the church, so if you would take the church tour, you would see pictures of it. The church, the stairs going up to it are pretty steep, and you can actually see from the 200 years of walking, they're a little bit rounded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah. When you were talking about the sauerkraut, I just, with my son, we just did 150 pounds of sauerkraut at home.
Oh,
we
wow.
made it, so we usually pass that out throughout the congregation through probably this month coming up, yeah.
For this time of year, for like in my family, it's like a tradition. You got to have that, and then you get towards New Year's, you got to have the pork and sauerkraut, and you got to have the hot dogs and sauerkraut, and the kielbasa and sauerkraut, and all that.
Exactly.
So yeah, exactly. So do you get to wind the clock? Is that your job?
No, what we did was because if you didn't wind it within that certain time period, it would jam up. It would be really hard to unjam, so we didn't want to damage it.
Okay.
So we just run it actually for special times.
Gotcha.
Like Bob Ferry, who's with us here, he winds it, and he has it set for the time, like whether it's for Easter or whether it's for Christmas or whether it's for live nativity. He has it running just for those few days.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
All right, you guys, I guess we'll go back to you, Pastor. Do you want to recap everything that's going to be going on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the birth of Jesus is one of the most important events in human history, and our live nativity really brings that moment to life. And it can help people in the community know a bit more about Jesus and kind of get a personal experience of what it would have been like. So at 5, we're going to be having our live nativity with some special moments that pick out the key parts of that. We're going to be having guided church tours of our historic building and a bake sale full of delicious cookies and great German food throughout the day.
Sounds fun. And for more information, they can call the church at 724-266-5618.
Yep.
All right. I forget anything? All right,
Got
we're good?
everything.
All right. Curtis is coming up with news next here on Beaver County Radio.
The Cup champ falls short at Turkey Night. I'm Kyle Rickey. That story next on NASCAR Hot Pass.
$5,000.